It is the 30th of July 2025 and today is a pre-FOMC day. What I did was something that's not a lot of traders will be proud of doing, but I cannot be prouder, guys. This is probably the best decision I've done all week, considering the tremendous winning streak I've been going through. But this decision stays in the center of all of the most important decisions that a trader could make. This decision is the sole decision that actually can propel your results forward over the long term, even if it doesn't look like a profitable or a clever decision over the short term. So what did I do today? I will reveal what is that in just a couple of minutes, guys. But before that, let's take a step back and see what is the most important thing that a trader should take into consideration before even considering which strategy he or she should choose. Is it a swing trading strategy or a day trading strategy? The most important thing, which lays the foundation of the whole trading house, if we can use this allegory, then in this case, this is discipline. So if you don't have the discipline to follow the rules, be it swing trading strategy rules or day trading strategy rules, then the whole exercise is doomed. And it is doomed not because the strategy is bad or the markets are turning against you, like a lot of traders would be happy to blame the markets on their failures. The reason is the lack of discipline. So today I want to walk you through a very clear example of something that could have been a double-digit returning trade, but it wasn't. And the reason being is because I did something which I shouldn't have done. But I did realize my mistake early and I decided to walk away from that possible mistake, guys. So what did I do today? Let's have a look. Alrighty, guys, this was the trade I took this afternoon, literally 4 minutes after the US Open. As you can see here, this is where I entered on the wick of this candle. Then I was quickly in a risk-free trade. So for me, leaving this trade on wouldn't have meant, anything. Even if I was stopped out, I would have not lost anything. So the price was already going in my favor. At the same time, again, I was in a risk-free trade. So if I have left this trade run and reach the next zone or break below it, as you can see, the price actually continued much lower, I would have made money. But why I didn't do that, and I actually took a step back after taking the trade. I re-evaluated the situation, something that I'm usually doing after taking every single trade. And I did realize that I actually didn't follow my rules. So what were the rules? The rules were no trades before the FOMC statement. And this video will come later, but today is the 30th of July. So today we have an FOMC statement later on during the session. So as a general rule of thumb, we don't really take trades during the US Open. The only exception is taking trades during the London Open. So today I closed a very profitable trade, which gave us 23 X's. I will walk you through it in just a while. But the reason why I'm making this video is not to show off trading results. The reason why I'm making this video is just to make you aware that every single time after taking a trade, no matter how appealing it looks, even if you are in a risk-free trade, as the situation with this trade is, you should never allow yourself to fall into the trap of a newbie mistake. If this was your rule, you should consider immediately taking out of this trade or getting out of this trade and taking whatever is left, be it a profitable, a losing, or a break-even trade, as long as you follow the rules. In a lot of situations, traders are asking me, what do you think is the best thing I should do? Shall I let this trade run? It's a risk-free trade. Even though if it's against the rules slightly, well, the bottom of it, guys, is you should never go against the rules, even if in this particular case the edge was on my side. So I was not risking literally anything. In this particular case, I was running a risk-free trade. So why did I decide to close my trade even though I was not risking anything? Again, the reason number one was the fact that I went against my rules. I reevaluated the situation and I decided that this is something I'm not happy with, so I decided the trade. Every single time you're going through a similar situation, you should always walk away, close your trade, then reopen the charts with a fresh pair of eyes, be it next day or in a couple of days or next week, and then continue trading. Never, ever, ever fall into the trap of breaking your rules, even if the situation looks in your favor. Okie dokie, guys. So this was the trade I closed today, and this was a trade that was a Nasdaq trade taken yesterday. We had 21 X's on this trade. That's what I was saying. I'm running a very, very decent winning streak this week, and this is Wednesday. This is our third double-digit returning trade, then maybe out of greed, maybe out of stupidity, I'm not sure what really was the reason, but I decided to enter in a short trade here. And as you can see, I took half of my profits, so I was running a risk-free trade. So I literally had everything on my sides. There was nothing to be lost on this trade. So even in this situation, I decided to close the trade. So there was not a major zone or any other indication for me that the price is going to reverse and stop me out at a break even. So I decided to actually take profits. This is exactly what I want to emphasize on in this video. That's the most important thing is your discipline, guys. So I didn't close this trade to make fast profits. I did, maybe 1 to 1.5 risk reward ratio, which is nothing according to our standards. I simply closed this trade because it wasn't according to the rules. It was a pre-FOMC meeting call, and in the end, it's all about the discipline, as I'm sharing with my followers and the community here. So even if your trade ends up being, magnificent, you should always walk away from a trade if you haven't really followed your rules. And I know it sounds maybe ridiculous, even if you're making a lot of money on this trade. The thing is, you should understand that the next trade you're gonna take most likely will not be as good as this trade. And then this could create the beginning of a vicious circle. So by following this methodology, by getting in and out of trades haphazardly without any framework of reference, you're risking of ruining a great system, guys. Even if it sounds stupid or funny or ridiculous, I don't really care. Take my word for it. Always walk away from trades, no matter how good they look to be, if you haven't really followed your rules.